Start. We're all back. Yay, woohoo. So you guys sleep for 8 hours. It is now 12 o'clock in the following morning. And as you all rouse from the keep, you see that everyone is busy. There's officials, soldiers, townspeople all running around the keep, all looking like there's important things to do. And as you sort of walk around, you see that people are running to the town with supplies that were in the keep stores. People are getting healed from any wounds they sustained through the night. And you see Governor Nighthill is still awake. He's looking pretty tired by this point, and he's directing people around.
Yeah, you got punch him in the face.
As he sees you're all awake, he approaches and he says, "Hold on a second while I open this bit of the story." He says, Jesus.
Wow.
Okay.
Exposition.
He says, "Thank God you're all awake. I appreciate everything you did for the town last night. But now that we've all taken stock of what's happened, I have something more to ask of you."
Yes.
He says, I need more men. I need you to do something for me. I don't have the men to spare it, but I have something of great import, a mission of great import to be done. I need you to find the raiders' camp and find out some information for me. We've managed to take stock of what we have left, and I'll be able to offer you a gold reward if you can fulfill this for me.
Oh, so now you've got gold.
He nods and says, yes.
Oh, you have gold now.
There is some things that have been returned, some things that have been found. We have enough to offer you a reward. 250 gold per person.
How about we just the gold and then leave?
Because he'll give you the gold once you come back.
But, I mean, this way we don't actually have to do anything and then just take the gold.
But
Okay.
he'll give you the gold when you come back, not when you leave.
I'm giving someone a righteous fucking side eye right now.
Well, I think, didn't they tell us where the camp was? It was like to the southeast or something,
Well,
right?
he said that it was there the last time he was there, but they move it, so...
It's not going to be hard to track several hundred people walking through the land. In fact, as you look out the town, you see at the entrance of town there is a large swathe of grass that has been trampled in a very obvious track. Like the whole group of the cultists and bandits and kobolds have all travelled that way, and you can very obviously follow it.
I will walk the plot line.
Yeah, I guess I will too.
Before we go walk the plot line.
No horses. Horses don't exist in Fantasyland.
Can we have cows then?
You can have
a
Rotha.
horse in this game.
Okay.
They're docile creatures that won't take you anywhere, but you can have one.
Oh.
I would like to ride a dragon.
You'd like to ride a dragon? Do you really want a horse?
Think how much faster we would get there to inspect
with a horse.
Whatever it is you want us to do. Yes.
Just a singular horse.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, they're so pretty.
So you ask Governor Nighthill for a horse, and he says, "For what do you need a horse? There is 5 of you, and we don't have 5 spare horses."
Meat.
Yeah, just drop the horses.
Meat. Hey, you can have a horse if you want. You can have a horse.
If we see something that needs reporting back urgently, we can send a runner back on a horse.
We're gonna send one of our party away from us.
This is
yeah, let's just drop the horse thing before this leads to something stupid happening.
So the governor shrugs, and the guard that was leading over a draw horse shrugs and turns away. So you don't take the horse.
God damn it!
And he looks at you expectantly, waiting for a response. He's offered you 250 gold to go and find the camp and bring back some certain pieces of information.
We'll do it.
Sure. That sounds tight, man.
He thanks you and he says, any valuables that you might find that look like they belong to townspeople, we would relish them if they were to be returned, but I understand if they're unrecoverable. And
We're gonna keep them.
you're gonna keep the shit out of
Yeah.
Hear that, guys?
Yeah, that locket I put into my pocket is really hard to get out, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that irretrievable right now.
So he thanks you again, and he turns
Can I
back to his
take
duties.
10 minutes before we go.
We just had 10 minutes. what are you?
I mean, just in-game
Yep.
minutes, please,
What
to,
would you like to do?
relearn my spells.
It's just a minute, isn't
Could
it?
I swap out Searing Smite and Detect Evil for Command and Cure Wounds,
Go for it.
if possible, please?
So you spend a minute praying to your
Thank you.
your god, whoever the fuck he may be, and
To just whatever.
I
dear
love God.
person who is listening, fuck off.
Yes,
I love
It is
you.
I,
Give me
Targon.
some spells.
I am your god.
I did really good today. Dear God.
Dear God, reward
Here's
me.
your God.
Thanks.
The only commandment in this Bible is to tell your enemies to fuck right off.
Can do.
So, as you're praying and then the rest are sort of gathering their bits and pieces, getting rations or whatever the hell they need, maybe a couple of hand axes, Thock, you could get some from the armory. A young man walks up to those of you that are still on the keep, and he's limping heavily on a bandaged and bleeding left leg, and he says, I have heard from some of the soldiers that you intend to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. I'd like nothing better than to come with you, but in this condition, I'd only slow you down. In the midst of all this tragedy, there's no reason you would have heard about the fate of my master, but it's important that you know.
Lay it on me. What's the fate of your master?
He says he is a monk from Burdusk. He disappeared last night after we fought a particularly savage battle against the raiders in the town. A few others and I fought our way to the keep, barely making it alive, but my master didn't make it at all. We went back this morning to look for him, but all we found was his broken staff and this choker, which he always wore, and he holds up a little religious choker.
Oh, he sounds like a good guy. Sorry, man.
You should heal this guy and then stop.
All right,
Come with us.
fine. Yeah, sure. Okay, listen, my
How about-
friend. Lift up your trouser leg.
He lifts up his trouser leg. Oh, you mean the one who was wounded? He lifts up his other trouser leg.
I give him some of the old lay on hands, all up and down, until he feels good enough to come with us and be a help.
So
can't wait
you
to
lay
get
on
into
hands and the magic plays over him and doesn't appear to go to his leg. And he shuffles uncomfortably and says, I'm very, very wounded. And if you could find my master, that would be great. And he begins to shuffle off, but you notice his limp is actually swapped to the other side.
Can I? I'm gonna grab
What
him.
the fuck?
Yep, you grab him
Yeah.
and stop him, and he turns around and says, What? What?
Hey, buddy. A bullshitter knows a bullshitter. Why don't you shoot straight at me over here?
He turns to you and says, I'm much too afraid to go. I will be no use to you in combat.
Oh, you're afraid?
We have no need.
Are you
for
sure
weakness.
we're not a little bit
You should have just told us.
more
you were a
frightening?
coward.
I saw you fight the dragons, but I figured if anyone could go and find my master, it would be you.
Apparently
Okay,
you
this guy
watched
seems like a
different
fucking
fight than the one
pansy.
we were in.
No, he watched us fight. He didn't say he watched us win.
Yeah. He watched Thock get wrecked and figured you guys would be great for this.
Oh yeah. Speaking of me getting wrecked, I never got those potions.
Oh, did you not? Here, I'll chuck them in the...
Yeah, and I just realized that there's a feature in my class that hasn't been applied to my character.
What is it?
The Draconic Resilience ability. It was part of my Draconic bloodline for being a sorcerer. Since I'm not wearing an actual suit of armor.
So that's AC 13 plus your Dex modifier, and you're not wearing armor?
Yeah, I have to double check, but I believe I'm just wearing robes.
Okay. You guys need to do that stuff automatically, like it won't apply in if it's not a spell or a dice affecting thing. So if you go to your sheet and click the magnifying glass next to your AC. And once there, just change your armor to 3 and then put Dex full. Perfect! And you should now be AC 14.
There's something really heartwarming coming through your mic, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's my family.
Just so you know.
That's my family.
Yep, he doesn't let us near him or else they die.
It's me, man.
Yeah, not letting
Yeah.
Moreel near my children lest there be a fire.
A tragic baby fire.
Because there's any other kind of baby fire, like a really good one.
I mean, if it's
Wow,
double-
the-
Tragically, there was a
You know.
baby fire. The baby on fire wasn't tragic. It was tragic that I missed it.
No, see,
If they were
I
like
need
Nazi
those baby
babies or
back,
something.
baby back
Hitler.
loops.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Thock, did you grab your potions out of the thingamajig?
I did.
Sweet. Alright, so the fearful monk is still in Pargon's arms, and he begins to weep quietly.
That sounds really
Okay.
weird.
I think we should just cuff this guy round the ear and send him on his way. He seems like a puss.
Sounds like Pargon's giving him a bit of a cuddle.
Yeah.
I'm always a shoulder that gets cried on.
So your grip softens and you wrap your other arm around, and he begins to cheer up and snuggle into your shoulder. And he says,
Romance plotline!
I'm not that kind of bard, I'm sorry.
he says, perhaps you would find him. He's been investigating the raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or at worst, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. No one understands them better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable for you for fighting them or whatever you need to do.
We'll find
Yeah.
him.
Let's go
Yeah.
for it. Why not?
And next time you
Yeah,
really
okay.
should work on your, your con act there. It's pretty poor.
I wasted one whole hand on you, so
You wasted
Those
your
are-
hand.
next time just say no.
that was a special touch that could have been one for one of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Certainly
exactly.
was.
There's
So
only
now we're
one
going to
end
take
go
another
around.
long rest.
she has magical fingers, don't you know?
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
She fucking does.
I literally do. It's fine. It's not harassment. it's just
It's
statements
not
of facts.
It's not harassment, guys. It's really true.
Oh, and
It's
she
literally
fucking,
true.
If I'm bleeding to death, I want that point to go into me and not into that dickhead. See?
I don't know you're a fortune teller. How do you know you're going to be bleeding to death?
Because
That's just the
everyone's
way
gonna be
things
bleeding
go.
to death.
We'll try and make sure.
Anyway.
I thought about taking a healing spell this level, and then I didn't.
You are the worst
Guess what I
bard.
took instead? Invisibility. So I can fuck up.
Mad useful though.
Best choice ever.
Well, see, I follow the same god as Eleanor. It's all about fucking off. Sometimes you're the one that needs to fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sometimes
god,
we need
a
to
dragon
fuck off
appeared
hard.
right above Pargon, breathes a flame weapon, and then flies off. Okay,
Okay, guys. I think we better go.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
guys begin to walk out of the town, and the Raiders' path is very easy to follow. It begins about 20 meters out of town. It cuts straight off into the rolling grasslands, and it's a huge swathe of grass is trampled down, and it's impossible to determine how many there are, but that there were a lot of them. There were humans, kobolds, and
The dragon.
yeah, the ambush drakey things. And that's it.
Let's follow these tracks.
Okie dokie.
All right. No one wants to look around at anything. All right, we're cool.
Right,
so the trail leads south about 12.
Anything that I see past.
The trail leads south about 12 miles to a more rugged region where steep-sided rocky plateaus replace the gentle rolling hills, and the land between the plateaus is largely flat, broken only by outcroppings and wandering streams and steep-sided gullies. The plateaus begin to jut out up to 100 feet above their surroundings, and they look difficult but possible to climb. And you see there are caves and tumbled boulders at the base of these plateaus.
Let's
Do
go
I notice
investigate some
anything?
caves.
Do I notice anything with my passive perception?
What is your passive perception? That's fucking ludicrous, isn't it?
21.
Yeah.
fucking
Okay.
21.
Yes. Yes, you notice fucking everything for the next 5 levels. Not even fucking kidding. So,
Excellent.
so you spot a trail of smoke rising up several miles away, and it looks like there is a fire being burnt, maybe a campfire or something
Ooh,
else.
fire.
Yes, probably children.
Guys, there's a children fire over there.
Oh no. I might
Maybe
go,
our
I might go choppy for a second.
Whoops.
maybe our bard should go have a look.
Yeah.
I'm the closest thing to a rogue.
Yeah,
That's quite sad.
you're just a rogue that really loves attention.
Yeah.
You should probably take the druid that can see fucking everything with his eyes closed as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Can turn into stuff.
Hey,
And
my
turn into
perception's really good, actually.
Fair enough.
Alright.
And I can inspire myself.
Say so? Is it a passive 21?
It's a passive 16, and I can inspire
No,
myself.
not good
so-
enough. Not good enough.
Not good enough. So
Take him as a rat. Take him as a little rat on your shoulder. That would be cute.
Yeah, would that
Yeah.
count as something on my person if he was the size of a rat and in my pocket hanging out?
If he wants
Yeah.
to spend his transformation to turn into a rat, he can.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do? Are you going to keep walking a couple of miles to the fire? Or are some of you going to stop here, or are you going to get closer before you split up?
We'll
Yeah,
get
let's get a
closer
little
before we
closer,
split
yeah.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
It's a
guys
long
get...
way for me to run when I eventually get spotted.
You
Okay,
guys,
turn
yeah,
invisible.
keep rolling athletics. Just keep rolling athletics.
Fuck off. No, I casually stroll.
Keep
Oh, boy.
rolling athletics. Okay, so you... Oh, I wasn't serious about the athletics, by the way.
I don't know the fucking rules. Don't make jokes like that.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
familiar enough.
No, that's true. You weren't privy to that in joke. So you guys get close enough where Moreel hears the sound of talking and jibing and clanking of crockery and pots. You can sort of hear that it's coming over one of the edges of a plateau that you can look down.
Oh shit, sorry to interrupt. Be right back. Cat emergency.
Is it on fire?
Yes.
Okay, you can go.
It's probably a butt emergency.
A butt emergency.
A cat butt emergency? Shall we continue without him? I suppose he's not going in to look, is he?
No, he's just hanging out with us.
Okay. So, you guys do some things.